Finally, I can show everyone how good I am at this game by becoming number 1 in PvP. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Disgaea RPG. Update 3.0 brought us a bunch of quality of life improvements as well as new facilities, so let's talk about them. The first thing that you should do is increase your maximum amount of AP. There are builds that will allow you to do this. I don't know if there's an activation condition like reaching a specific level, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Right now, I have 180 AP, and there are no more builds available for me. With that amount of AP, you will be able to farm the 3 highest stages for EXP or HL. Another advantage of increasing the maximum amount of AP is that your potions become more efficient, as they give 100% or 50% AP, unlike the AP we receive from missions, which is fixed. We also receive more party slots. Just like AP, these can be unlocked by passing builds. These party slots are meant to be used for PvP, but if you use the same team for challenging content, then use it however you want. Talking about PvP, I already have a video talking about it, but there are a couple things I didn't mention there. If you want to have a good score, then you will need a good defensive team. For this, some players are considering on using their new awakening materials on supporters when they are done with their main attackers, so that their supporters are more difficult to kill, but I suggest that you use a team of super fast attackers without supporters. This way, your units will kill whatever they have in front of them before they take action. Another option would be to use 2 action gauge manipulation units next to 3 attackers with AoE skills to guarantee that you will take action before your opponent. For defensive teams, try not to equip buffing skills for your main attacker, as the AI give these a higher priority. Another important mechanic in PvP is the use of ailments, stun, sleep, and forget will prevent your opponent from taking action or using their skills. Character reviving in Disgaea RPG isn't a common occurrence. Nevertheless, there are a couple abilities and skills which allow you to do this. Zed is a notable pick for PvP because your opponent needs to kill him twice and he can inflict paralysis to your opponent's party. PvP is organized in seasons. Each season lasts 2 weeks and it's divided in 2 parts, so you will receive rewards twice per season. When the week ends, there will be a 4-hour period in which you can't use battle points, so try to spend them beforehand. In this mode, you can't use dupes, but that isn't a huge problem, as there are many team comps that work for PvP. Strategies with multiple attackers work better here than in PvE. Of course, the higher you get in the ladder, the more points you earn after a battle. For notable rewards, there are memories, any Prinis, Super Awakening Prinis, Nether Essence, and Platinum tickets. Any Prinis are always in high demand, but right now, it might be better to go for Super Awakening Prinis, since they are kind of rare at the moment. One thing that you may have noticed is that in this month, the bingo reward is the same as the one in the Coliseum. Whenever you get memory dupes, this will change into memory enhancement pieces, so it's not a waste to get them. Moving on, we now have the 4D Netherworld. This is a new facility similar to Mouse Lab, where you can strengthen your units. First we have the Super Reincarnation. By using Nether Essence, you can reset the level of your units back to 1100, which means you'll need to level up back to 9,999. But don't worry, you don't need to spend your reincarnation resources again, but you will need to farm a lot of EXP again. In exchange, you get karma points, which can be used in the quality exchange facility to increase a specific stat, but there's a limit to how much karma you can get, as you can use super reincarnation only 30 times per unit. Last we have the Item World Explorer facility, which allows you to level up your items. You just need to wait a couple hours and done. Here you can use Crab Miso to guarantee that you will subdue innocents, but I suggest you don't waste it here, as all innocents in these items will consume Crab Miso, and not all of them are legendary. The most important thing about the Item World Explorer is that you can consistently donate equipment, which will increase the amount of Prini steals and pre-elixirs that you get. But 4D Netherworld isn't the only new way to strengthen your characters. We also receive an increase to the amount of any levels and Super Awakening. Right now, F2P characters can go up to any 20. On the other hand, Platinum units, Seasonal units, Badass units, Collab units, and Gorgeous units can go up to any 15. I think this was a good idea. If all units were able to go to any 20, you would need to spend too much on premium units, and the boost that they would receive would make them way more powerful than they already are compared to F2P units. Then we have Super Awakening. Super Awakening can be performed up to 3 times per character, and you'll need a new material called Super Awakening Prini. You will need 5 of these per awakening, so choose carefully who you're going to spend them on. And let's not forget about the new equipment readiness function. You can select any item and increase its rank up to 50. This will cost 1 million HL, so I suggest you limit yourself to spending only on your main equipment. This will only affect the rank and level of your equipment, so if you select a rarity 100 item, it will remain rarity 100. Since the level is resetted, you might be thinking of farming rank 50 items once you get your first rank 50 item, but that won't be possible. Starting on rank 41, Item World will only drop rank 40 equipment, so it's not worth it to farm legendary items there, but you can still use those items to make progress with the items you have in the depository. The difficulty level gets very high on these ranks, so I suggest you use the kind of theme you would use on challenging content, and as usual, try to make them as fast as possible. With the arrival of new materials and functions, the standard shop added new items in their stock. The Netherworld supermarket now offers Super Awakening printies. They are definitely worth it, so try to get them if you can. In the future, event shops will also offer these materials, so grab them once they are available. With the addition of PvP, we receive a new kind of energy bar, the BP bar, and obviously, they also added BP potions. You can buy up to 3 10 packs of BP potions per week in the item shop. Also, if you buy an inventory expansion, you will receive extra slots the first time. But those aren't the only changes we received. The UI looks different. In the store, each section has been organized to make it look like items on a shelf. On the stronghold, you can change between your character and a menu which lets you go to the story, item world, dark gates, or PvP. New icons have been added to the facility tab to easily access the item world and dark gates. The auto advance and auto subdue icons in the item world were also changed. One of the best additions we got was the loadout function. This allows you to make specific sets of equipment for different kind of teams. For challenging content, this might not be very useful, because sometimes it's important to organize the party members in a specific way so that you can take the turns in a specific order. But it's great for farming. You can set your equipment for HL, EXP, weapon mastery, and skill mastery very easily. There's probably a bunch of things I didn't mention. This was a big update after all. So if there's anything you want to know that I missed, feel free to ask in the comments. If you like the video, share, like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye!